Day, I'm Theodore Henry, and this is your JIS News for Tuesday, October 7, 2025. A $2 million reward has been offered by the state for information leading to the arrest and charge of those responsible for Sunday night's mass shooting in Commodore, Linstead. The announcement was made by Minister of National Security and Peace, Dr. Horace Chang, during a visit to the community on Monday. The brutal attack claimed the lives of 5 people, including a child.
I want to assure the public that every effort will be extended to find the perpetrators, to ensure they are brought to justice. And we'll make every effort on the other side to extend support to the families, not just counseling, but in their moment of difficulty, to extend support, full support to the government agencies that are involved in this kind of activity.
Minister Chang expressed condolence to the family and assured that the security force would be given the necessary support to restore peace to the community. Meanwhile, Commissioner of Police Dr. Kevin Blake is urging intolerance by the society for harboring perpetrators of such crimes.
It is time that we as a people exercise intolerance of this type of senseless behavior. We do not need to give them shelter. These guys are somewhere being sheltered by someone. If you believe for a moment that you're safe having people like these in your community, then let me assure you, you are not. All right? I tell you, we will leave no stone unturned as a JCF to ensure that these persons are brought to justice.
Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness has described Sunday's incident in Commodore Linstead as an act of criminal terrorism designed to invoke fear and undermine the effectiveness of the security forces. Dr. Holness was also visiting the family on Monday. He pointed out that the area was part of the police strategic operation to suppress crime in the broader community.
But these men felt that they were emboldened in a bare-faced way to come into this area and show that they are not in fear of the law, and in fact they could commit a crime with impunity and as if there will be no consequence for this crime.
Prime Minister Holness says while a great deal of attention may be on the perpetrators, focus must be placed on the victims.
The 3 children who are left behind by the murder of an innocent mother. The father who was just crying a while ago, his son didn't get to give him a grandson. The grandmother who was crying in her room, who was saying her grandson was the one who took care of her. The society must place great importance on the victims of crime, in as much as sometimes we pay to the perpetrators of crime. The victims of crime deserve justice for Jamaicans too.
Dr. Holness is urging persons with information to share it with the police through their 119 emergency number, Crime Stop at 311, or the nearest police station. In the meantime, a 48-hour curfew is now in effect for 3 communities in the Linstead-St. Catherine area. It began 6 p.m. on Monday, October 6, and will continue until 6 p.m. on Wednesday, October 8. The affected communities are Commodore, Banbury, and Trinity. This comes as police intensify their operations in response to the mass shooting in the Commodore community. During the hours of the curfew, all persons within the boundaries are required to remain inside their premises unless otherwise authorized in writing by the ground commander. In other news, the Ministry of Education, Skills, Youth and Information says an anti-bullying campaign is being developed with UNICEF to put forward a tailored approach for our environment using international standards. Portfolio Minister Dr. Dana Morris-Dixon says the process is quite advanced and will be one that gets to the root of the issues of bullying.
We have many different sets of issues that are occurring. You know, you have the person who is doing the bullying, who often is coming from a particular environment, and that we have to do work there. In the CPFSA, we met last week on this same bullying issue, and we were looking at children who may be exhibiting bullying behavior, and we're looking at having some of our therapeutic centers that we've written about and that we're implementing, having those therapeutic centers used for them and their families. We're actually looking at bringing the families in too. So it's not a Band-Aid that we are looking at in the Ministry of Education.
The minister says measures are also in place within the education system to help students and school administrators manage mental health issues. The information, she indicates, is in the Health and Family Life Education HFLE curriculum in schools, which allows students to express themselves.
So when you take up your HFLE syllabus, you see the focus on mental health. We're also working with the Ministry of Health on wellness gardens on the benches. And our Deans of Discipline Associations will tell you that their focus as Deans of Discipline has been on providing spaces of wellness, because they realize it can't just all be punitive, just giving suspensions. We also have to look at how we empower our children to tap into the emotions and feelings they have.
For further support, Minister Morris Dixon is urging persons to reach out to the Mental Health and Suicide Prevention Helpline at 888-NEW-LIFE. That's 888-639-5433. Young people can text the word support to the U-Report chat line 876-838-4897 or at U-Report Jamaica on Instagram or Facebook Messenger. And finally, Jamaica is now the 89th country to join the African-led I Am the Code movement, which is a global effort to equip 1 million women and girls with coding and digital skills by 2030. The local chapter was launched through a Memorandum of Understanding, MOU, signed between Jamaica and the I Am the Code Foundation on Friday. The program offers a free 12-week blended learning experience through Code Academy, covering HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and Python, along with hands-on labs for practical application. Minister of Education Dr. Dana Morris Dixon has welcomed the initiative as a boost to the ministry's push for digital literacy and AI integration in schools.
If you're not digitally literate, you really do not have a bright future. And so we have to ensure that whatever we're doing from very early, that we don't perpetuate that digital divide. And it's for that reason why during this year we're emphasizing the coding clubs in our schools.
Founder and Chief Executive Officer of the foundation, Lady Mariam Jam, says she started I Am the Code in 2015 after overcoming personal struggles in Senegal, with the mission to teach girls coding and transform their lives.
And so I started I Am the Code, and I gave myself a big mission at the United Nations in 2015. And I'm just going to teach girls how to code and hopefully remove them from the misery and try to see if we can save them from all these difficulties.
The Jamaican chapter will focus on bridging the digital divide and empowering underserved youth with skills to thrive in the modern tech-driven world. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Theodore Henry. Thanks for watching.